So this is a quick recap for every terms that we already use. The first one is outright transaction. So outright transaction involves two parties exchanging one currency for another. And the next one is settlement convention. Settlement conventions or value dates. For all currency, we have like cash. This is meaning same date as deal date. Value tomorrow, meaning one business day after deal date. Spot, usually equal to business day after deal date, except for Canadian dollar, which is 1 day. And also forward. Forward usually any day after spot. Spot is used as the benchmark price representing the underlying value of the currency. Unless otherwise specified, a quoted exchange rate is assumed to be the spot rate. Next, settlement risk. There is a settlement risk in FX transaction because the deal involves two separate settlements, one in each country, which do not take place simultaneously. When two currencies are involved, one currency must be expressed in terms of the others. So we have the currency in the numerator, which is we call it terms, and the currency in the denominator, which is we call it base currency. Whenever it takes more of the terms currency to buy one unit of the base currency, or whenever the numerator gets bigger, the term currency has weakened and the base currency has strengthened. The opposite is also true. Whenever the base currency can buy more of the terms currency, the base has strengthened and the terms has weakened. Okay, next, assuming one of the currency involved is US dollar. When the US dollar is in the numerator, the currency is quoted in USD term. But when the US dollar is not in the numerator, the currency is quoted in European terms. So this is in USD terms. This is in European terms. For example, USD pound sterling is US term, and Swiss franc, this is European term. When speaking of one currency in terms of another, the base currency usually state first. State first. So like this one, we call it sterling dollar. Or this one, we call it dollar Swiss. Okay. Traders always think in terms of buying or selling the base currency. So traders always think in terms of buying or selling the base currency. Let's say traders buy the base currency on their bid and sell the base currency on their offer. So traders buy on their bid and sell the base currency on their offer. Second, traders buy the base currency on the left and sell the base on the right. Traders buy the base currency on their left and sell the base currency on their right. Then third, traders will always sell to you at higher rate than they will buy from you. So always sell to you at higher rate. Then they will buy from you. Fourth, when asking for a rate, always think in the base currency from the customer's perspective. So when asking rate, always think in the base currency from the customer's perspective. Next, a cross rate is the price of one currency in terms of the other when neither one is dollar. This is cross rate. So to get bid of the cross, you buy the base currency of the cross and sell the terms currency. Second, to get the offer of the cross, you sell the base currency of the cross and buy the terms currency. So basically just repeat the first sentence, but you reverse all the sell and buy. Third, if two currencies are quoted in the same terms, divide the base currency to get the cross rate. Fourth, if two currencies are quoted in different terms, we multiply we multiply the rates, multiply the rates to get the cross rate. Next, to get bit or over on cross rate, so bit or over on cross rate, so if it's same terms, over of base currency into bit of terms currency equals bit of cross. We bit of base currency into over of terms currency equals over of cross. So over of base currency into bit of terms currency equal bit of cross. Bit of base currency into over of terms currency equals over of cross. Meanwhile, for different terms, A over of base currency times bit of terms equals bit of cross, while over of base times over of terms equals over of cross. Okay.